Good afternoon. We're here again at 27th and Prospect, and we have one of our elder statesmen of not of our neighborhood, but of Kansas City, Missouri, and he has a dash of a national flair to him and an international flair as well. Al Brooks. How are you doing today, Mr. Brooks?
Mr. Watt's doing just great, and good to be here at this place at this time to dedicate and the ribbon cutting of this great center that the Right Reverend Dr. John Midas Miles and that congregation and the community have put together here for the community. It's a showpiece, and it's something that the elderly as well as young people will certainly be welcome and take advantage of.
Right. You know, you've been around in our community for a while, and can you speak to the occasion of a project like this happening and impacting the area of the urban core? But it has reflections for the overall city, too, as well.
Well, you remember, as you may recall, I remember talking to Pastor Miles about this corner when at this spot was where drug dealers and drug users and prostitutes and pimps as well as Johns hung out. And I can remember when Reverend Miles, because of the number of homicides that were occurring in Kansas City, had decided to put some crosses up.
Yes.
And he asked me to come and be a part of that. And I asked him, I suggested to him that maybe we ought to expand that and take on this whole area here. And there were buildings here at the time, just all south of the buildings there. So we put up crosses, and on one of the buildings we got permission for Alexander Austin to do portraits of homicide victims, their names and their ages and the dates that they were murder victims. And it attracted HBO to do a special called 27th and Prospect. So now, giving that as a history and a backdrop to your question, it seems to me that this is not only a dream come true for Pastor Miles and his family and the church family, but also for this community. And across the street here is the Leon Mercer Jordan campus, the East Patrol with the lab, which goes from 26th Street to 27th Street from Brooklyn to Prospect. And again, a tribute to what the city, Reverend Miles' vision about Prospect. You know, we used to call this unaffectionately suspect rather than prospect.
Yeah.
But now here there are prospects, and other things are coming on just to the south is the old Linwood Shopping Center, and soon you heard the mayor, Sly James, say that store will be opened, and Councilman Jermaine Reed said that store will be opening soon. So a whole renovation. And so that renovation, not only in terms of physical renovation, but the mindset of people who can make things happen.
You know, today for me, especially for me, it's an honor to interview you on What's Up Kansas City, because I know that you have supported a lot of us and a lot of positive initiatives in our community. And I think this center right here is a credit of some of the work that you've been doing.
Well, I know you'll never forget, but we should not forget, and some don't know, that your dad was a part of that domestic peace corps, as I remember, that
That's
had
right.
young people in this area.
That's right.
And his offices was the same place
That's right.
where SAC 20 was, the old
That's right.
building that was in this block,
That's right.
but it was torn down. And I think when Bernard Powell get a gold mine, the choice is yours. This is a further demonstration of what the late Jimmy Watts Sr. did, the vision that he had, trying to help young people, as well as Bernard Powell, the late Bernard Powell, and his vision. And a number of other visionaries, some going on before us, the Bruce Watson, the Leon Jordan, and others, but also those of us who are still living, still are trying to live out that vision. And I would hope that young folks who view this broadcast, this filming, would understand that the two men that stand here, certainly age difference. I'm sorry to say that you're as old as you are, Jimmy Watts, but so it be. But we'll see that there are possibilities. But God ought to be a part of your life. You ought to be visionaries, and you ought to have some idea of where you're going. When I talk to young African American males in particular, I ask them, regardless of age, say, what do you want to do 5 years from now, 10 years?
That's right.
Now is the time to begin to think about what direction I'm going. Introduce yourself to God. God already knows you, but you ought to still introduce yourself to Him, or better yet, tell Him that you're willing to introduce Him to you. And I think that's what this center is all about, and that's what this whole community is all about, has to be about. And I think that Reverend Miles and the congregation and others are saying, reach out to each other, to be our brothers and our sisters, keeper wherever we are.
You know, 1975, left Jeff City, graduated from Lincoln University, worked for the Missouri House of Representatives, Missouri Conservation, came home to Kansas City, started working right here across the street from here, running the Social Action Committee of 20s Business Association. So I thank you for that nice memory, and all I can say is the best and the very best to you, Mr. Brooks. We're live here at 27th and Prospect at the Morning Star Fellowship Center for everybody in our community, and I thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.